My life in general, I used to love spending my time alone most of the time. Since I was younger, I used to watch Ninja Go, play with Lego, read books. Not the kind of books that you think like fairy tales, things that I find very interesting and fun. Fun was really important for me. Even now, I still love reading novels, web novels, even though I do know that they are very cheap, cheap literature, like that aren't actually gonna help me to improve my literature and the way I speak. But it's I used to love the kind of activities that I love doing since I was younger. Right now, it like though they shifted from Lego and the kind of things to piano, playing piano, and going to working out, going to the gym, and they are very solitary activities. Same goes for YouTube. Same goes for studying or reading. They all involve just one person, that the self. Like I always love doing things alone, and that doesn't mean that I don't like talking or I'm introverted. I may be, but in one of my videos I said I always felt like I'm an extrovert. I had many friends when I was younger. What I mean by younger, like somewhere around kindergarten, elementary, and also junior high. Till junior high was fine, and I got depressed for some reason in my high school, and I did get some invitations from parties in Mexico where I live, where I studied my junior high, a little bit of elementary, junior high, and high school. Party culture is a thing there, so I did get invited many times, and since I kind of turned them back, turned them down. Yeah, that's the word. uh, they stopped inviting, and I became alone. And it's not like they hated me, but more like it's not even gonna come. The kind of thing. I didn't even drink. Maybe that isn't a problem. Maybe it's more like language barrier since I only spoke English back then. I didn't understand Spanish though. So like the main point is when you just do the things alone, it's very effective. It's actually much more effective. Like the reason why I hated group project is because I knew that I can do much better if I'm doing alone. And it's not like I'm like I'm saying like I'm special one. Like I'm better than anyone around me. Like everyone around me, I can do better. The kind of thing. No, not at all. It's just anyone can do much better job when they're doing things alone. That's why school forces students to, like, they educate how to cooperate together. Because at the end, if you have really good teammates, if you have people that you can fully trust on, that you built bond together for years, then you cannot beat a team of five by by yourself. You cannot. It's just not possible. That's just not how this world works. That's why the social network is also considered strength and power in this world. I think it has always been in human history. But when it comes to self improvement, obviously the word self is fair. Like you can already guess that. Um, I mean, I'm sure like any of you watching this video can, like, I have experienced this feeling of you just feel like you can achieve anything, and you improve much faster when you're doing things alone, because you get into this zone, but you don't get interrupted, you don't get interfered, and you can only you're the only one who controls anything that's going on around you, and you can stop whenever you want. That's also the bad, like, that the downside of doing everything alone, but it's the strongest and the biggest benefit that you have when you're doing things alone. And I think, personally think, that since I spend so much time just doing my stuffs alone, improving myself, have my own kind of weird rules. It's not weird for me, but I came to this realization that so many things about me are objectively kind of weird. So, for example, I only eat I think I said this numerous times. I have a strict diet. I only eat the kind of things like rice bowls, supplements that I take that have no controversy around it. You know, creatine, omega 3, magnesium, the kind of things. Ashwagandha, I only take it after 6 p.m. since it lowers your cortisol. You have to spike your cortisol in the morning and the kind of things. And so like I'm only 20 years old, but I care much more about my health and like long term benefits than my own parents. I might be bragging at like bragging at how much I know and like how much I achieved and like how good life I'm building, you know. But I know it sounds like that, but the reason why I'm saying this in this video is because I feel like it raises my standard to the point where it's so hard for me to even get there. You know, in my mind, my image that I portray to myself, but I'm teaching to myself, that tell myself that you should be there at least. You know, like I'm always seeking for this to do this pull up. I always think that I'm always doing this pull up of I do one and I have like higher goal after that. So I have to do it again, do it again, do it again. Like, it's just endless cycle of trying to be a better version of myself since that's the thing that fits my ego, and that's the only thing that the kind of purposes that gives to my life. So um so yeah, it basically makes me such a not a good I'll say not maybe antisocial. Like it makes when it comes to even in dating, genuinely don't even think that I'll even able to find a friend, like an actual virtual friend. I mean friendship of virtual friend, not because there aren't anyone who's in my level, obviously not. I'm not saying that, just because I don't even try. Like I don't even try to. Like I do talk with a couple of strangers last week, did, but it's not like it's a long term thing. Like one of them was a fucking actor from England, who like in Korea. So he's like an actor, like specific foreign actor, foreign actor in Korea. It's very nation. He's pushing 35 was he, like, so he's pushing basically 40 now. And it's not like the kind of friendship that I can have. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but there are limitations, and it's not as easy as I thought. Obviously, like just talking to strangers at that moment, like the kind of small talks are easy, but after that, like, what am I even supposed to do? I have their Instagram, and do I just start texting them? Like, what am I supposed to do? So yeah, like, I mean, basically, I what I'm trying to say is I traded this social skill with this crazy rules that I had to build in my life, that I had to apply to my life so that I can feel better about myself. And I don't think that I'm actually better, but just someone who got to have opportunity to spend more time alone, to develop himself more than others. It's like the reason why UK, Japan, these countries, island countries, had opportunity to, like, they had very advanced technology in when it comes to ships, the kind of things. It was because they are in an island, like they have no option to, they can't go up the outside of their island if they don't focus on that ship, focus on, how do we say, like, ship technology, let's say. So yeah, I think that's a really good analogy. Like, I had to do it. I had to do something when I have so much of free time and I can be as efficient as possible. And I don't know if anyone felt the same way. Like, you cannot actually fit in with the people around you, even with your family, because You don't even like, especially, I don't know. I really don't know if I'm the only one who's experiencing this, but when your parents, your family don't speak the kind of the same language that you think in, but obviously I'm not saying like I speak English better than Korean. I do speak Korean better for sure, but it's not like I think in that word. I mean, I think in Korean, or like my native language has always been something that's just inside me, like subconsciously, but I just don't speak it out loud except for the times when I have to. It's just so different with from English. It's not like English to Spanish or German. Like the distance is way too far. I'll say the gap between English and my native language, Korean. I don't know. It's really hard to communicate with even with my family because of that as well. That's also one of the crucial reasons why I just simply cannot start. Like, where am I supposed to start saying things? Like, I don't know. Maybe I should try to blend in, um, just like other. I know some friends of mine, not friends anymore, but like they seem to be doing fine with their like around Koreans as well. Like, I feel like I'm the only one who's feeling like I'm in the middle of nowhere. Like, I'm not even. I don't know. It feels weird because I it's not like I've spent my entire life in one of the like Western countries. Pretty sure Monterrey, where I lived in Mexico, was like very north side, which was like 4 to 5 hours from Texas, the states. So we visited there a lot, but it's not like I grew there, with actual American kids. So it's weird. I don't know where I am. My accent's weird. Like, my accent's somewhere between. It's all mixed, man. So yeah, maybe I'm just having an identity crisis. But yeah, I kind of sidetracked. Yeah, the main topic in this video is that if you focus too much on yourself, I mean, if this environment forces you to focus on yourself too much, and you actually do things that challenges you, you go through sufferings, and you end up being somewhere you cannot actually find someone that you can resonate with. Maybe I can, but I just don't want to subconsciously. We'll see about that. I don't have an answer to that now. Thank you for watching the video.